Unlocking government contracts for beginners. I'm going to move my mic here a little bit. That's the topic of today's live. We got a lot to talk about and strategies to win federal government contracts. So welcome. My name is Dr. Kizzy Parks. Been awarded over $50 million in federal government contracts. I do not have a cold. I do not have a raspy voice. I have a polyp on my vocal cord. That is why I sound like this. So I appreciate you all being here, and I'm having surgery on 8th of July. If you haven't already, check out my book, winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. I would love for you to get a copy of the book. There have been many people who have won contracts just by reading the book. You can win contracts by watching my free content. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification button. So unlocking government contracts for beginners. First and foremost, you need a business. It doesn't matter. It can be a sole proprietorship. It can be an LLC. It could be an S Corp. What's up, Lisa Coles? It doesn't matter the legal structure of your business. What's important is the fact that you have a legal entity with a physical address. You have to have a physical address. You got to have a legal entity. Lions are going to the Super Bowl. Don't forget, these are the things you have to have. And I've received messages where people are wondering, well, my business is registered in New York, but I moved to California. It doesn't matter. You don't have to re-register. This isn't like you're forwarding mail. You just need to have a physical address and a legally established business. So for those of you who have corporations, you need to make sure you pay your annual fees, because if not, your business will go inactive. Very, very important. Next is if you have a business with like an interesting name, like somebody wrote me and their business had to do with removal of dog waste. So all you need to do is create a DBA, a doing business as. What's up, Angela? It's all you have to do. Because in order to unlock government contracts, you have to have a business. So no matter what videos you watched, who's coaching you or not coaching you, whether you pick up a copy of winnerswaybook.com or not, you have to do these things, okay? The other thing, I'm just going to jump to this because it's so important that I want to highlight, is no matter what, okay? No matter what, and the screen might go black for a second, so don't freak out. You have to know how to write proposals. So I'm just sharing this with you. It's a new offering because so many people are interested in proposal writing. It's $447. I'm just letting you know, no matter who you are, no matter what's going on in your life, you have to know how to write and respond to federal government opportunities through a proposal, okay? I just want to make that very, very clear. In order to unlock proposals and government contracting and access over $800 million federal government contracts, you have to know how to write these. Now, there are people out there that may say, oh, it's so easy. You just do these 3 things and that's what you do. Look, I believe everything is possible. I have a positive mindset. If I think things are definitely easy, but you don't do the same 3 things over and over again. Not for every type of opportunity. So I want you to be clear on that, because what I find out, sorry, y'all. I'm a little tired dealing with different time zones and things. I'm here in Michigan, going back to Tulum, Mexico in a few days. Go Lions, go to the Super Bowl. So I'm so proud of you, Henry. Thank you so much for getting the proposal class. I'm excited for you too. But this is what I find that happens, and this is how I know. So I made an offer. I said, if you want to write proposals, you want 50% of the profit, contact me. I got an overwhelming response. So many people. I even am still responding to people. I said, email me, kparks@kpcinc.com. email me. So I decided to select about 10 people. They're amazing. Everybody's amazing. Some people aren't really doing anything. Other people are doing a lot. Some people are figuring things out. Because it's great to have that momentum. It's great to want to change your life. It's great to know that the federal government overpays. But the rub is you got to source the opportunity, you got to contact vendors, you got to write a proposal, you have to deal with rejection, and you have to do this thing called work. It's not too late, Jay Strong. Thank you so much, VR 20K Logistics. It's not too late. And I bring this up, it's not to poke anybody in the eye. It's about, I want everybody to understand the reality. I'm not here to just feed you some false dream or fantasy or anything like that. I'm not here for that at all. That's not how I operate. I'm here to share my view of reality based on being here over 10 years. So to unlock federal government contracts, you have to be comfortable with reading, writing, submitting a proposal. Whether it's a price quote on BidNet, it's gpo.gov, it's a state website, it doesn't matter how, when, where, why you get and do the work. What's up, Lulu? You still have to put in a proposal. You have to. And I just want to keep emphasizing that. So if you want some help with proposal writing, proposal.wins.com 447, take a look. Next thing, to unlock government contracts. What do you want to sell? I get messages, hey, I'm interested. I'm just going to do middleman. I got that. I respect that. I mean, I've been doing middleman too. It's called subcontracting. That's what we call it. It's called middlemaning on the internet. So basically, you get an opportunity, you have somebody else do the work, you both share in the profits, like in third-party vendor on Amazon. No different. It's legal. There's no issues. Just letting you know. Excuse me. But still, what are you going to sell the government? Right now, there's an opportunity for pheasants. There's an opportunity for snow removal. There's opportunity for HVAC. So what do you want to sell? You have to have an idea of what you're going to offer the government. Because if not, it's going to become another excuse. Oh, I can't do it. And I know there's like the 20/80 rule. Maybe even it's 10/90. A small percentage of people do it. Don't forget to like, hit the notification button, subscribe. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers sooner than later. Cedra and everybody else, I have a polyp on my vocal cord. It's going to be removed 8 July. So don't worry, I'm not sick. I'm not contagious. My throat doesn't hurt. I just sound sexier. Okay. So Henry's right. It would take me 1,200 years to work and make over $70 million the normal way. That's right. Let's see what else. Dorlison, good point. What NAICS code should I register in the beginning if I want to get any contract? I don't care which one you register, because guess what? As soon as you get your cage code, you're going to have to go back and update it anyways. I've come across more and more opportunities where they're asking you to have the cage code in order for you to win. So to online government opportunities, you may be a pro at proposal writing, you have a cool business name, you got your cage code, you have funding. But if the NAICS code isn't in your system, try again. So just put any NAICS code in. You could put in admin, you could put real estate, and you just go to, let me just double check the website. I'll show you guys. And also, because of the platform I'm using, the screen might go black. So don't freak out. It's just how it is on here. Okay, don't freak out. So this is the website that you go to. It's naics.com. NAICS.com, and you can type in the NAICS code and it'll show you. NAICS.com. Okay, so I have a question about why do we need PI? If you want to get paid by the Department of Defense, you're going to need PI. If you want to respond to certain opportunities, you're going to need PI. And I'm not talking about the thing that goes in the oven. I'm talking about it's a system through Department of Defense. As to Henry's point, it's really easy to add a NAICS code. A simple valet wants to know, how do you feel about sources sought? Do you still respond to them? So part of unlocking government contracts, which is what I'm talking about today, unlocking government contracts for beginners, you want to respond to 5 to 10% of your portfolio should be sources sought. 5 to 10%. A sources sought is kind of like, oh, I'm window shopping. What's up, Warrior Bros? I see it as how us women are with shopping. Like, oh, I'm just going to window shop. The agency may want to buy it. They may have funding. They may not. Lulu, I've been on 10 minutes, 52 seconds. J Strong, PIEE is the platform, PI. So Emmanuel said the business address is registered agent. You need to have your own, you need to have a physical address, and the physical address needs to be registered with your state. I know a lot of you use your registered agent addresses. It causes so much commotion. Just use a physical address, your home, apartment, trailer. I don't care what you use, just physical address. I've been doing contracting since 2007. Okay. Yeah. So some other ways to unlock government contracting. How do you get a cage code? Go to Sam.Gov. You go to Sam.Gov. I'm going to show you just another friendly reminder. Screen's going to go black. Don't freak out. Excuse me. So you go to Sam.Gov. Get started. There's a checklist if you want. And then they're going to ask you to create a username and password. And then from there, they're going to ask you a variety of information. Okay. And then they're going to ask you for your business name, your physical address. They're going to ask you for all that kind of information. And with a cage code, you can bid as a prime. Thank you so much, Red Pill. I see multiple links for courses. Which courses are you currently offering? I ordered your book and so many gems in just the first chapter alone that I didn't get in another course I purchased. That's very sweet of you to say. Let me send you a link. So right now, I have to tell you all, this is the best course I've ever made. I'm not even just saying this because it's $447 and I want you to have it. I mean this. Because some of the stuff, I'm not going to lie, it's not always my greatest hits, you know, but I had to up my ante. So this is proposal.wins.com. Let me share my screen. 447, 100 people in here. I will go live once a month. Once we have 1,000 students in here, we will give one $25,000 Tulum 2-day retreat ticket away for free. Okay. And then let's help out those of you who need help with PI. Okay, this is the PI system. It's this one right here, Procurement Integrated Enterprise Environment. To unlock federal government contracts, you need to be registered because some agencies use this system for you to upload and submit proposals, and the Department of Defense uses this system to issue payment. You don't need a common access card, Henry. Click New User. You're a vendor. You're a vendor. That's all you do. So follow the instructions and you'll be there. Also, they're really helpful. You can call them. They're super, super helpful. I locked myself out because you have to redo your password every 90 days. Yeah. And thank you so much, Mommy, too, for helping out. If I have an account already set up in Sam, I try to go back to update or revise my information. I get lost. Well, Elvis, don't worry. I have a lot of videos, and let me know how you get where you get lost. What's up, Belinda? PIV is building access. Okay. Culture shock. The contracts I place on Sam are not giving me many options in the state of Florida. Well, why do you have to do work in the state of Florida? That's another way to unlock government contracts. I don't think we have like any, well, I mean, we do work in the state of Florida, but most of our contracts are not in the state of Florida. With the federal government, you can bid on contracts anywhere. We bid on a contract in Italy. You can bid on contracts anywhere in the world. Why limit it just to your state? I'm asking. You want to unlock over $800 billion in federal government contracting? You got to expand. It's really important to do that. Really, really important. Some other things that are key with unlocking government contracts is having you. This is kind of a controversial thing, so I'm warning you. Okay, y'all. Kind of controversial. I'm warning you. And that is around funding and money and credit. There are definitely ways to get contracts where you don't have to put up any money by getting terms. Meaning, oh, I sold 20,000 pens. The pen provider said I can pay in 30 days. Great. Or like Ashley, who I interviewed, she ended up winning a really sizable contract for kitchen supplies. And the company said that she can pay within a certain amount of time. I think they gave her 30 or 60 days. So she doesn't have to put up any cash. That's beautiful. But not everybody's like that. Sometimes people want half or a third or all of it. So this is something you have to work through, because if you don't, then you're going to end up in a situation. Hey, Kizzy, I'm just going to summarize. Got this contract for $60K. I don't have any money. I guess I'll have to give it back. Please, I don't want you in that situation. You're trying to unlock opportunities. Is proposals that win just based on the proposal writing process? You have an A to Z course. A to Z course, it's, let me give you the link. It's $3,000 is the price of the A to Z course. We meet every week, and after in 2025, I won't be doing it live. I'll have other team members doing it. So if you want to have a course led by me live for $3K, there's payment options. There's a firm on there. Things called Afterlink. This is the time. Do you have to work as a government? Okay, thank you so much for sharing. That's so sweet. Box shoes, if you've won government contracts before or you've done over 150,000 in work, yeah, apply for the 8A as long as you're going to be willing to work the 8A program. As a middleman, I'm getting so irked by the people with equipment because they're not sticking to their commitments and want to run around me when they don't know and have what I've established. Okay, what does that mean, Kimberly? What's that code for? Because it seems like, hold on, there's some hostility in there. I need my selenite. I got a selenite bracelet, but there's a lot of stuff going on with that one. Hold on, y'all. Gotta get my big selenite for this. So Kimberly, sticking to their commitments. So part of unlocking government contracts is that you're going to have to depend on other people to do the work potentially. It could be an employee, it could be a subcontractor, whoever it is. So my response to you would be, what do you mean They're not sticking to their commitments. Is it they're not performing the work? Is it that they're bidding against you? Is it that they're charging you more? What kind of onboarding or documents do you have set up when you work with these people? Another way to unlock government contracts is you got to have the proper documents. So I have some free documents for you. gcwdocs.co. You get a bunch of free documents that you can use. gcwdocs.co. This is an amazing resource. No, Durlison, you need to have revenue first. One thing that's also important, and another way you unlock government contracts, is you have to have things in your sales cycle, meaning you got to have a ton of proposals to bid on. So Kimberly, let's go back to Kimberly's, because this is something that we all run into at some point in time. Somebody doesn't do what we want them to do. So Kimberly, let's dissect. Why is it that they don't want to do what you want them to do? Is it how you're coming across? Why do they need to sign an MOU? You're just there to get pricing. Get pricing from 3 to 5 companies. They don't have to sign an MOU. It's no different than if you go out on a date and then do you ask the person to marry you? That's a lot. If they're not giving you price quotes, find another company. If the other company isn't giving you price quotes and the other company's not giving price quotes, you may have to pass. I'm a firm believer in energy and light and heavy. Memorandum of understanding. And what's up, free space? And if I had my cards with me, I don't really travel with them because I'm here in Michigan going to Super Bowl Lions, going back to Mexico in a couple of days. I was here for family. It's not just you, Kimberly, just listen to me. I firmly believe in light and heavy. There was a situation, I'm probably going to cry, I got no tissue in here. But there was a situation, girl. It was a deep situation. It was deep. And I had a solution. I knew that solution. And I pushed for it. And I pushed for it. And I pushed for it. And I kept pushing. And I kept pushing. And I kept hanging my hat on this solution because I knew that this was going to be the answer. And it didn't happen. God was like, girl, this ain't the solution. You can think it's the solution all you want. I'm talking months. I'm talking maybe 8 months. And there came this time that one of my spiritual advisors was like, you got to let it go. It's going to work out, but that's not the answer. Because I wanted it to be the answer. And instead, God has given me something else as the answer. And I know this example might be a little cryptic because I'm not going to, share some stuff. I ain't going to share everything. But my point is sometimes that happens, Kimberly, with getting price quotes. If it seems so hard and like you're trying to get up this mega mountain, sometimes you just got to let it go and move on to the next one. And I know it's hard because you're thinking, I can do this. Why don't they give me the price quote? I'm trying to give them business. I don't understand. Why don't they pick up? Why don't they give this to me? I'm a blessing to them. That's not always how things are supposed to be. I don't know why. But don't give up. You got to trust the process. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, y'all. winnerswaybook.com. Don't forget winnerswaybook.com. Coming to you live from Michigan. I won't be back here for a long time, so I got to get it in. Got my Lions going Super Bowl. Got to keep mentioning it so y'all can go back to this video, be like, Kizzy called it. Yeah, you got to get out of your own way, Rod. You want to unlock federal government contracts, you got to get out of your own way. Because if not, then you get caught up. You get caught up in all of it. This is how it's supposed to be. I don't understand. Why don't they do this? I'm like, I ain't got time to understand. When I noticed that door was closed, I was like, moving on. I got to have a solution. Because my dad taught me, Arthur Parks taught me, you don't give up, you always have a solution. And I did. Excuse me. And the solution I found is better than the one that I was going to have 6, 8 months ago. I don't know about that, Matt. I'm using my computer. Why do you not suggest Shar? So here, let me tell you, let me give you exactly why. Okay, of all of you amazing people here, my GovCon winners, live or watching the replay, if you have ever won a contract on dibs, post right now. In the words of Cat Williams, I'll wait. There could be a little delay. I don't see anybody. Any of y'all ever won on dibs? I've never won on, I don't go on dibs. Yes, thank you, Kimberly. I'm grateful to Arthur Parks too. He's amazing. He passed away about 5 years ago. So here's my thing about dibs. This is not how you unlock government contracts. You unlock government contracts by going on Sam.Gov and bidding. I think you're an administrator, Melanie. I tried to apply to EVA to do state contracting. Holy mackerel, amount of bugs on that site. Anytime living water. So my thing about dibs is this. The concept and the reason is there is amazing. It's to help Department of Defense get a bunch of, is typically products. The Marine from Texas, just call them. Call Pi. Thank you, Tripstar. I know I am very beautiful. So here's the deal, y'all. The things that they're buying, a lot of companies specialize in it. Chemicals or certain products, or even if it's something that you're interested in, like one of my coaching students, he's bidding on something, but he has a connection. So it makes sense that he's bidding on it on dibs. But what happened somewhere, and I don't know, y'all tell me, how did you even hear about dibs? Was it on TikTok? How did you hear about dibs? I feel like somebody pushed this narrative. You want a government contract, go on dibs. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, call them Box Shoes tomorrow. They'll help you through. It's really easy. It's really, really simple. I promise you all. But you have to have a cage code. If you don't have a cage code, you can't register on dibs. Yeah, you're a vendor. And then you're administrator. Your membership. I'm like, Matt, are you on the, okay, just call dibs. Excuse me, call Pi. I think I keep saying dibs. Call Pi, you guys. And I'm going to share the website one more time because I want to make sure we're all on the right website. You're not somewhere else. This is the website. Just call them. They're super helpful. Look, it's the biggest font ever. Just call them. Yeah, I don't have a video on signing up for Pi because I'm already in Pi. So I don't really know how I would make you a video on how to sign up. I'm being honest. That's why I would have to sign up. I would have to create, I don't even know if I can create a dummy account. So instead, in my $3,000 coaching class, we go through it. We work with you one-on-one. Just letting you know. Not trying to get you to get the class. I'm just keeping it real. I already have an account. So it's hard for me to show you how to sign up. Somebody earlier asked me about the course. I suggest that you get the Winner's Way book if you haven't. and proposalthatwins.com. Yeah, good. I'm loving that, Warrior Rose. Kimberly Johnson. Shoonapreneur interviewed the aviation whiz kid. I learned about dibs. Yeah. Okay. Have the hardest time retaining information, TripStar, but looking at you keeps me interested. I learned this entire concept 72 hours. That's good. I like good eye candy too. I do have a starter kit, gives you everything you need. And listen, I know that this website is a little bootleg. Who is it? She a gatekeeper? Preener lady. Who's a gatekeeper? Tarjay, who's a gatekeeper? What did I miss? Who's a gatekeeper? But yeah, you got to be entertained and to learn, apply, adjust. We all learn, apply, and adjust from somebody else. But to unlock these government contracts, there are certain things that you have to do. Registering properly in these systems is really important. Really, really important. Proposalthatwins.com. You remember him? He had good results. I really don't have any comment on that video. What's up, Laws Intuitive? All I'm going to say is this. Outside of, let me say this. If you want to see companies who have won on dibs, you can go on the website without logging in, and you can see who has won. Okay, she says, do go to Sam.Gov, go elsewhere, Sheenapreneur. Okay. I think I understand what you're saying, Tarjay. I'm not going to be on for a marathon. I am sleepy. Thank you, Silver Fox. What's up, Tim? What's up, Tim? I'm so glad to have you. Happy Father's Day to people. Happy Mother's Day to amazing mothers. Happy Being Alive Day. I love you all. I'm so excited Alexandria got the book. The biggest thing in this space to unlock government contracts, also, you can't give up. You can't. It happens too often. What's up, Sharjay? You can't give up. Way too often. What do you mean what happened to me on TikTok? I only go on TikTok Monday through Thursday. What system do you use to manage employees? Well, their information is in Bamboo HR, and then I have managers who manage them. Once I win contracts, must I have money to pay for the service? I have to help my wife clean. Thank you for that. Okay. I'm going to cover a couple more things on unlocking contracts, and then I'm going to call it for the evening. You all have been amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love and adore each and every one of you. The Marine from Texas, sometimes it's called changing your mind. And maybe I went in at 1 a.m. You probably weren't up then. I got my book. I'm halfway through. Awesome. Laws Intuitive. Kimberly Johnson, thanks for all you give to us in the universe. Well, thank you. And I love the universe. God, angels, ancestors keep me going. So I appreciate it. I wouldn't need lending for middleman work. So let's talk about finance because it's coming up over and over again. It all depends. If you don't have terms, if you sell 10,000 of these and the company's like, okay, I need my money, then you need to pay for this. This happened with somebody right now on Instagram. They won a contract. It's like $60,000. They don't have the money, and now they're going to have to give it back. Now, on the other hand, if that company said, don't worry about it, just apply for funding, you'll get approved in a couple of days, there you go. Or you get a loan. There's somebody recently who got a loan through a bank, through our Ultimate Edge course to our coaching students. We're starting to offer PO funding, something we're rolling out. So there's different methods. But at the end of the day, you have to be prepared because the onus is on you. You are the prime contractor. So no matter what the opportunity is, you have to be prepared to handle the finance part of it. And I love Law Intuitive that you're getting your coin ready for the masterclass. Yeah, it's $3K. And then also keep in mind, if you purchase the proposal that wins, the Proposal Master Academy will credit the $447. So keep that in mind. If you have any additional questions, let me know. I just wanted to hop on here quickly. Check out my book, winnerswaybook.com, also on Amazon. I want you to know that there's a lot of information out there, a lot, about people in this space of government contracting or as entrepreneurs. And what I want you to know is we all have our own journey. We all have our own journey. 3,000, Sam. So the way that I go about government contracting of about 100 people is my journey. May not be exactly the right path for you, but that's what's so cool about unlocking government contracts. We don't all have to take the same route. There's so many routes that you can take. That's why soon I'm going to launch the class with Steve on gpo.gov, where we talk about how to sell products to the federal government. Does that go for previous also students? Lala D, email me or text me if you still have my number. We'll work something out. How do I get my book? I ordered it a while ago in pre-order before release. K Nick, send an email. Maybe your customer service at kizzyparks.com. CS at kizzyparks.com. Are consulting firms a scam if it's not Apex? No, they're not a scam. They're just a business. Yes, there's a lot of info, but here in the space of government contracting. Cool. What's the best way to go about pricing? Tarjay, people use Alibaba all the time. I personally haven't. Steve does. He's in the Facebook group. I interviewed him. I actually have a module with him in the Ultimate Edge class. Hey, cute lady, welcome back. Okay, cool. So somebody asked about pricing. If you want your question answered immediately, you got to buy a badge. Glad you got the book. Sam, if you purchase the Proposal That Wins course, the Proposal Master Academy, we'll give you a coupon code. Damn, I'm so proud of you, Michelle. Let me take a photo of that. That's so sweet. I got to get all these. I really appreciate how much you guys love the book. I really appreciate you guys applying what you learn. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Because I am an extreme action taker. Like, action taker. I wasn't always like that. And so I love those of you who are action takers. You're here consistently. You've been calling me out if I'm not on TikTok. But you know what? I got somebody else calling me out that I stay up too late. And it's late. So I'm working on doing these earlier, more frequently, and expanding the topics. Okay? So here's my request to each and every one of you. If you want videos on a certain topic, put them here or get into my Facebook group and put your suggestions, type your suggestions. Second thing, check out proposal.wins.com, proposal.wins.com for $447. Next, get ready. 2-day retreat to Tulum, Memorial 2025, $25,000. Get ready for that. It's going to change your life. Will government pay right away? Usually pay in 30 days. Thank you. Yeah, law's intuitive. That's really important to me. Depends on the service. I've never seen your TikTok. Is it a specific time you go on? It varies Monday through Thursday. It really varies. I'm trying to go on earlier, But some days I'm working and then I don't get home till 9. And I'm on Central Time in Mexico. I'm on chapter 3 when I put my towel to bed. That's so sweet. Oh, are there forms we can buy from you? There's templates that are in the proposal that wins, in the proposal master academy. There's templates in there. All the templates are there. So you might as well pay the $447. You get templates and listen, you probably get almost 10 proposals in there. Easily 10 proposals and templates. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. winnerswaybook.com if you haven't already. Don't forget that. Also, what I want to say to you all here, regardless of how you consume the information, whether you buy something or don't buy something, you have to apply it. And then you got to adjust. Listen, y'all. Coming from somebody who I gained a bunch of weight and didn't do anything about it for 10 years, coming from somebody who had an 8A and didn't leverage it, coming from somebody where people would say to me, why is it I want more? Why is it that I want these things for you more than you want these things? I understand what it's like when you don't apply. I'm not like that anymore. And I just share with you, if you're at the place where you can apply what you're learning, do it. And if now is not that time for you to apply to unlock these government contracting opportunities as a beginner, or even if you're experienced, it's okay. Just don't give up on yourself. I had given up. Tarjay, on the course, there should be payment options on there. We also have a thing called Flex Buy. So if you need Flex Buy, you have to apply for it though. Email Melody. So I'm having my surgery 8 July to remove the polyp on my vocal cord. It doesn't hurt. I'm not in pain. I'm not sick. It's just because of the vibration, it sounds like this. Thank you, Tim. I really appreciate you. Too late to apologize. What happens if a contract was broken by the POC and the contracting officer? What do you mean was broken? What does that mean? Broken. Grants.gov, Stephen. Grants.gov. Yeah, K-Nix. I mean, I like to keep it real. Y'all know, Lions fan, we go in the Super Bowl. Probably said it 7 times in this video because they are. Good, Kimberly. Don't give up. It's easy to get started. It's exciting to get started. And then it's where the real work begins. My trainer always says that. Usually on our last round, when I make the face of, wow, this is super hard, she'll say to me, Kizzy, this is where the real work begins. She doesn't sound like that, but that's how it sounds in my head. And she's right, not just in terms of me lifting weights, but also in terms of business. You didn't miss the card. I didn't travel with my cards. I just didn't travel with them. Chiefs and Cowboys. Marine, you are delusional. Kimberly, I could see the Chiefs versus the Lions, right? They're not in the same division, I believe. Yeah. But I will have my cart soon. I'll be home in the next few days. What's the next step after reading the 20-point in proposal that wins? What do you mean after reading the 20-point in proposal that wins? What do you mean, Emmanuel? How long does it take for grants to go through? Depends on your grants. I don't bid on grants. I know you didn't say anything about the Chiefs. Other people talked about the Chiefs. Kimberly did. Dallas ain't doing nothing but losing, so I don't even know why you're talking. But it's okay. You'll learn. You'll learn the power of my little lion. Because last year, this dude would talk about the Packers all the time. And he would talk about my Lions. It's all right. I'm not scared. That's why I rock with you. You're sincere and genuine. Thank you for sharing clean water for us. Of course. I'm not here to hold back. Just like my view on dibs. Not everybody has the same view. I hate it. It's like, it's good if that's what you sell the things that they need. But for people just starting out, it's a waste of time. We may definitely be pulling. Okay. Anyways, the best gift someone can give you is believing in you. The best gift you can give yourself is believing in yourself. You're right. Any final questions before I head out? Because it's getting late. I need to go to bed. I got to figure out how I'm going to ground tomorrow. I don't know if I want to go to Lake Michigan in Chicago. I was thinking about doing that. I grounded in my mom's backyard. She has this massive backyard and garden, and it's so beautiful where my family lives. Let's not forget to like her video. Almost forgot. You get lost in the info, but 50 likes and 150 watching is crazy. Yeah, I know. More likes, subscribe, hit the notification button. I get caught up in it too. Grounding is when you interact with nature. So you take your shoes off, you walk in the grass, you sit in dirt, you go to the beach, you walk in the water, 10 to 30 minutes a day. Hug trees, touch nature, lie down in the grass. Can you talk more about Middleman? I can do that in the future items. Favorite gemstone? I don't have a favorite gemstone. I mean, like diamonds, but like I have different bracelets. I got these from my brother for my birthday. These are both selenite. They're very calming for me. Oh, that's cool. You're in Traverse City. Yeah, I'm in Muskegon until tomorrow. Then I'm not. I won't be back here for like 6 months. Do majority of the contracts consist of upfront costs? It depends, Stephen. Really depends. Too late. What's your question? What's your question? Too late to apologize. What's your question? As I've said, I'm not trying to be rude. If you want your question answered immediately, just buy a badge. Because if not, it gets lost. What's your question? What happens if yeah, I said, what do you mean it was broken? So I can't answer your question because I don't know what broken means in terms of contracts. They need the hotel on the last day. You got to clarify. So, okay, y'all making me work tonight. Okay, so if I understand this correctly, did you win a contract for hotels and they didn't need the amount of rooms that they said that they were going to need? And so is it that the hotel's charging you additional fees? Is it that you're counting on the other rooms to give a profit? So basically, I'm a Gemini. Basically, you're in a situation where you're probably losing money because in the contract, they probably stated that their need for the rooms are going to vary. But it doesn't matter because now, let's say you booked 2 weeks, they only needed 7 days, and the hotel's coming to you saying, hey, what's up? You booked 2 weeks. Is this what's going on? Don't worry about that, Antonique, you can watch a replay. How much did you pay for your first mentor relationship? Nothing. I did later on. Paid about $1 million in the past 2 years. The contractor was never notified that they didn't need the last night. Okay, so how does that impact you? So if the contracting off, does it say that they had, that's right, Kimberly, did it say that they had to notify the contracting officer? So just adding to this conversation, who on your side checked in with the client to make sure they were using the hotel rooms? Because the other thing about unlocking government contracting is client relations and contract management. Did you find out after the fact, after they left the hotel, or did they notify you while they were staying in the hotel? What can you use for past performance other than the CPARs? Past performance questionnaires is whatever they want. You said it right. Okay, good. How much? Okay. Let me know too late to apologize. What's your answer for that? We'll work through this. Maybe this is something we do in the future. Maybe I was once doing like a call in, but I didn't like how it sounded. It sounded muffled. Where'd you go? Too late to apologize. Maybe we'll do something where like live questions. The POC told me they didn't need the hotel room on the last night. Okay. And then did you contact the manager of the hotel so that you weren't charged? How do you go about pricing? John Benet, if you want a question answered immediately, pay for a badge. It depends on what you're looking at. There's too many variables. It's like saying, how do you lose weight? Well, there's a lot of ways to lose weight. Can two different businesses? Yeah, I think I have like 7 with the same. So too late to apologize. You're going to have to do some damage control and convince the hotel not to charge you. Yeah, the hotel was notified. Would that be considered a broken contract? So let me share something. There's no broken contract. Broken is usually in terms of like a thing, right? Do you have a contract with the hotel? Did you sign something? Have you paid the hotel? Did you talk to the manager of the hotel? Oh, Jonathan, you're so sweet. Okay. Well, here, let me take a photo. Oh my goodness, y'all are so sweet to me tonight. Listen, too late to apologize. Look, get the proposal that wins class, and I can coach you through how to handle this. It's 447. Okay, and then Jonathan, because you got to do some client relations on your end. There's a lot of unknowns. And the reason I'm going into this with too late to apologize is because everybody talks about the shiny, oh, get some contracts, win some contracts. And what too late to apologize is going through is real life. And you may think, oh, well, I'm not bidding on hotel rooms. It doesn't matter. This is real life. So I appreciate you being open and that you feel safe here to share all of this. It depends, Stephen, on what kind of opportunity. For leasing bids, will government secure deposit? And it depends. I'm not worried about the hotel. I'm more worried about when I submit the invoices. But too late to apologize. I'm 1,000% sure somewhere in your contract it says they're not going to necessarily use every room. This might be a learning tax for you. No, you don't have to have a real estate license or anything. Sometimes the things that happen in our lives happen for a reason because that's how we learn the fastest. To the coaching's 3K, Jonathan, check out the link I just put down there. Get that one. Jonathan, or anybody here tonight, you get the class for $3,000. I'll throw in the proposal that wins for free, and I'll do some more with you. I will discuss this with the contracting officer tomorrow. Okay, cool. And the reason I say this is because I've reviewed a lot of hotel opportunities, and often there's a little sentence in there. Oh, we may not, or we may. And then let me just say, through another arrangement I was involved in, we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on hotels on the behalf of a Fortune 500 on the behalf of a Fortune 500 company. And they had contracts with these hotels. And with almost 10 of them, they decided not to have an event there. So they ended up paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in breaking their contract. Okay. So I'm aware of the hotel stuff. Okay. Which of your videos would you recommend for me to learn about pricing? Just put Kizzy Park's pricing. I can't think of the one on top of my head because I've been so into my course, and I don't want you to think, oh, she's just pushing her course. Yeah, I'm pushing my course, but if you do like Kizzy Middleman, Kizzy pricing will come up. I had the contract officer award someone else over. Yeah, they always use the 5-year total. Someone else over LPTA. But was the evaluation criteria LPTA? So Sam, the Ultimate Edge course, thank you, is a 3-month live with me once a week. Plus, you get my cell phone number. I help you with proposals. You get access to my team. I help you with everything. And we have the opportunity for purchase order funding. That's what that is. You get access to a whole archive of everything you ever needed for government contracting, period. It's a group level. The proposal that wins course, it's self-taught, 447. Once we have 100 students, I'll come in there and do monthly lives on just proposals. Once we have 1,000 students, I'm giving away 1 ticket to our $25,000 Tulum 2-day retreat that we're holding in May. So it just depends on what works for you. That's what it's all about, you know? I've paid $40,000 for a 2-day course. I've paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for coaching with Grant Cardone and his wife. I spent $120,000 on a PhD. So I'm not putting things out here because I'm like, I'm gonna just make some money and throw some numbers, because I've invested. And this is something I believe. I believe in order to ask people for money confidently, I have to spend money. So when I say to you, I have a $500,000 coaching program, I can say it confidently. Why? Well, I have a $500,000 contract with FDA for research and Cradle. So how can I ask for a $500,000 contract when I haven't been paid that? And I have. I paid it with all my coaching combined. I want to join the 3K, but no worries. You can join later. Join later. You should join it. I'm all about making it the best class ever. Sorry, I got something in my pants. I love the Bears and Lions. Okay, I'm not even going there with the Cowboys. Okay. How long will the 440 class last? You get unlimited access. You get lifetime access. Hi, Kevin. Okay, hold on. Let me put some stuff up here. And I'll repost the links after the live ends. I also have a starter kit. I got a middleman approach. Let me give you these. Okay, now I'm just going to let you know these links I'm putting right now are not the greatest sales pages. And I might have put one on here twice, but guess what? It's just got to be good enough. Just like with government contracting, it's just got to be good enough. I'm not here to make it perfect, because it's not always perfect. And there's things I got to improve, you know? So I suggest you get proposalthatwins.com 447, everything you need to get, templates, how to, AI video, how to create in Canva, the Ultimate Edge coaching. You get access to me for $3,000, which will change in 2025. This is not a threat. This is not a drill. I'm just letting you know, because there's other avenues I'm going into. And so I will still have touch points in the class, but I won't be the main person. Jonathan, here, email me, 3K. Email me, Jonathan. We may be able to set up a deal for that. And if anybody else wants to do half, 15, email me, kparks@kpcinc.com. To unlock government contracts, what's the main course? Thank you, Sal Bill. Joining next 3K. Hold on, let me put the right link. Ultimate Edge course. And then I put the link underneath it. That's what I have. You and Wes Fisher, breath of fresh air. Thank you. Yeah, I adore him. I interviewed him. Every single person I've interviewed, I adored. And just because I haven't interviewed doesn't mean I don't adore them. The way I look at it is, we all connect with who we connect with. There are people I connect with, like Alex Hermosi, his wife. Y'all may not connect with them. You know? And so what's beautiful is that more and more people are learning about federal government contracting. And that's what I love. Didn't you have a course that was 1K for the year? Shoot, that Not with me live. I had a course that was 1K for me live like years ago. Oh, Mars, I love what you're doing. Thank you. No, I have a 447 class. And once we have 100 people in there, I mean, we could have 100 people in there by next week. But once we have 100 people in there, I'll go live once a month at a minimum. But yeah, but I did. I had a course that was $997 and it was live with me a while ago, a long time ago. But that's a good question, Bill. Sal Bill. Thank you. Thank you for the purchases. So to kind of wrap this all up, there's a lot to unlock, and there's no reason you can't. There's no reason. I have over 600 videos. I have a free Facebook group. I'm everywhere. Like Glorilla, when she was like, I'm everywhere. I forgot what she said, the rest of that. Her quote, because my brain's slowing down. Thank you, Benjamin. The proposal writing class, is that the one you're talking about? I'm telling you, that proposal writing class, yeah, Sam, you get everything you all buy from me, you get unlimited access, and you get the recordings. Always do. And then when you buy the Ultimate Edge class, you get access to the course before we officially start. So we want to make sure you have everything you need. And get ready. I'm going to have success coaches. I'm going to have a membership. There's a lot more coming because, oh my goodness, y'all don't even know what I have in mind, because it's all about getting you guys to win the fastest. Do I get unlimited access to the weekly video calls? Yeah. You get unlimited access to all of it. You know, I love and adore you all. It's been a pleasure and an honor to spend my final night here in Michigan with you guys. I won't be back here until Thanksgiving. So thank you for showing up, being a bright light to help others see there. No, I appreciate you for showing up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all could be doing anything. Do people go on dates on Sunday? Y'all could be on a date. You could be hanging out with your kids. You could be doing anything. So I appreciate you all being here. Okay, cool. So here's the link for the 3K. Let me find the link one more time. But yeah, get in there. I'll give you the free proposal writing class. Let me get a little more water. My voice is trying to go away. No. Or am I going on a date? You never know. You never know. You know, I gotta keep my life a little secretive. And do you know something else, Kizzy? I need a computer class, cutting, pasting, trying to write proposals. Tarjay, that's a good point. Let me write that down. I feel like that's something we could incorporate. I have to talk to my business partner, but I really like that idea. Let me write that in here. Okay. I like to take note of your suggestions. Okay. Does the Middleman class have proposal writing in it? Craig, the proposal writing separate. I would get both. If you can afford it, if you can. If you can't, do what you got to do. No, you don't say, no, you don't suck at it. You know, we become what we say. If we say we suck at it, I'm bad at this, I'm horrible at this. This is how I say it. It's not it's an area of opportunity, or it's not my strength. That's how I say it. Just putting it out there. I like to take a positive spin. How to use bonds? Depends, Azad, about bonds. Just depends. If it's a bid bond or if it's construction bond. So, okay, y'all, with that, proposal that wins. Let me show you one more time. We sure are, Jonathan. Proposal master, proposal that wins. Offer 447. So if this is for you, cool. If it's not for you. If you haven't got my book, winnerswaybook.com, be awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're obsessed. Let me write that down. You know, the other thing that's really important, like I'm not even BSing y'all, I'm the queen at manifesting. And so I always am very careful, like what Cat Williams talked about in the Club Shay Shay interview, when he talked about he has to be careful when he looks at women, because if he desires them, he'll get them. I'm so glad, Jessica Perez, you're here. Okay, cool. Angela, I'm about to go to bed. Or am I going on a date? So I'm always really careful with that too. Like I'll say to, and people will remind me too, but people close to me, if they say something like, oh, if this happens, maybe this will happen. I say it's not if or maybe, it will happen. Now, it may not happen how you want it to happen, but it will happen. What was the last thing I manifested? Oh. So tonight I needed access to something on Upwork for my video, and it wasn't working. Uh-oh, did it just die? No, you should be able to hear me. Can you guys hear me? It didn't die. Can you guys, you can hear me though, right? I'm assuming you can. Okay, so I needed access to something on, yeah, okay, good. I needed access because I was like, my battery's still good. I needed access to something on Upwork, and it wasn't coming up. And so I was like, oh my God, I need this for my video. It's a really cool video. Thank you guys. And so I was like, okay, I need access. I'm going to get access. Don't freak out. You're going to get access. And so I got access. I had no problem. I got access to the video. The other thing I manifested was one thing's private. I'm not going to share. Some of it's money related. Try to think of something that I would say, listen, I manifest all the time. Some of the examples I can't really share with you because they're things I like to keep private. And believe it or not, there are things I do keep private. But what I desire, I put out there. And again, it doesn't always show up in the way that I want. But, you know, it shows up. Of course it's possible. That man she's about to go on a date with. Is it possible to make 100K in a year? Of course it is. My first contract was for a little less than 100K. What's up? That's cool. Yeah. You got to. Because and then certain people in my life will do it back to me. Kizzy, like I'll have my little moments where I'm acting like a little, and then they'll say to me, Kizzy, don't forget, and I'm like, you're right. You know, like, but there's just times. There's times I get down too, and I'm like, dig yourself up. You know it's going to happen. And, you know, just how it is. It's just how it is. I'll kind of end with this. I really want to do this, but understand I have your book though. Okay, cool, Vanessa. Yeah, I don't play with the manifesting. You know, one thing that I do that I publicly share this is I always say I'm aging in reverse. I started doing this maybe 5-6 years ago. I met this therapist, and she was, you know, great posture, and she talked about how she's aging in reverse. And she says these things to herself. And I was like, that's really beautiful, because especially as we age, what do people say? Oh, I'm getting older. Like even one of my family members who's much younger than me, although I'm 28 for life, was like, oh, Kizzy, my knees, and look, they're swollen and I can barely bend. And I'm like, dude, you're under 35. What is happening? And so I get it. I totally get it. But there are things that we can do to prevent from having physical problems. And so one of the big things I do is I say, I'm aging in reverse, aging in reverse, aging in reverse. It probably sounds choppy because my voice sounds like this. So that may be why for some of you it's choppy. or I don't know what's going on with your Wi-Fi, but I love you. I love y'all. So these are things to just be aware of, is what you speak happens. Whether you call it a prayer, you call it a conjure, you call it manifesting. The words, the things that you say, the language that you use, the words, what you listen to, it becomes part of you. Like, as much as I love hip hop and I love rap, I also have to be very careful, because then I'll get into this, like, I don't even know who, what, when mode. And then I also be very careful of the people I speak to and I hang out with. Because not too long ago, I was like trash talking, and this was like months ago. And I was really negative, and I was like, where is this coming from? And then I connected it to a certain person, and I don't associate them with them that much anymore. Quick tip for manifesting for beginners. You have to believe. So say what you want. Say it. Say it out loud. Write it down. You have to say it. So what I do, I don't have it here, is I have a bunch of sticky notes in Tulum, my home in Tulum. And so I have all of my things. So I have on here, like, for instance, data focus. Let go of what doesn't serve me. I have things on there like buy this condo, pay for this person. What else is on there? Italian villa, get an Italian villa, KPC European headquarters. So these are things that I'm manifesting, I'm putting out there. So some of it may be tangible. Some of it is like, what's meant to me will come. I have like a whole list of words of things that I manifest on my bar area. It's a lot of that. So I would say, to get started, just say 3 things. 3 things. That's all you got to do. Everything is abundance. I say the world's full of abundance. I do not have a scarcity mindset anymore. Your body's always listening. It's true. And you can try it out. If you say, man, traffic's going to be bad, everybody's going to be bad, the airport's going to be crappy, or today's going to be bad, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I know tomorrow's going to be amazing. I already know it is. Tonight's amazing. Deidre, there's no one-on-one coaching for 447, but once I have 100 people in there, I will go live once a month. Once we have 1,000 students in there. What do you, Kimberly, message me about what you mean by pricing on GSA schedule. We're on 2 GSA schedules, but tell me, you mean like pricing, how to look it up? I think I have a video on that in the proposal course, but message me. Once we have 1,000 students in the proposal that wins course, we're giving away one $25,000 ticket to our 2-day Tulum retreat. I'm telling you now, listen, that retreat's going to change your life. The things that we have planned, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Tulum, Mexico, May 2025. I have one more sales page for you guys, if I may. Just give me a second. And I appreciate you all being here. It's easy. How long is a retreat? 2 days. I love Tulum too, Jessica. I don't think I have one on my YouTube page. It's in my course, though, Ultimate Edge. I've been sharing the course with everyone. Thank you, Jessica. And also, be ready. Probably 2025, we're going to start doing affiliate stuff. Affiliate, I make it influencers. Thank you. Yeah, I am. I'm losing weight. You know what? This is a big deal. This, I couldn't even wear this. And it's like, you can't tell, but it's big. I'm going to end up having to find magic elsewhere. Have you manifested the amount of people that will be in your program? Yes, Thurman. I've manifested the amount of people I want my school program. I've manifested people in my life. I'm going to keep that right there. So boy. I love and adore each and every one of you. I do so much, you guys. You make it possible for me to live out my God-given talents and what I'm supposed to do in life. Nah, it ain't like that. Okay. So winnerswaybook.com. I love and adore you. I'm always here. I'm usually live Sunday night, and I'm going live more. I want to go live 3 times a day. When I have my surgery, I won't be on live. I'll just answer on the chat, but I'm not going to be able to talk for a week. So I ask that you respect that. If it comes across weird when I do the chats on the live, then I won't do it. I just want to be here to help you. No, thank you for being here. Love you all. Proposalthatwins.com. Proposal that wins. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Please share my channel with 5 people. Everything is possible. I love you, adore you. Until next time, everything is possible, y'all. Everything is possible. I don't know why I'm singing with my crazy voice. Change your NAICS code in your workspace. Who manifested her boyfriend? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Caveman Rocks. I love it. Bye, y'all. Everything's possible. Bye.